Good evening, everybody. It is Monday night from Guangzhou, China, and it is a beautiful night here at the Ritz-Carlton in Guangzhou. I can't wait to share this with you. I hope the audio is better now. Please let me know if the audio is better. We tried this once before. There was a lot of static. But I'm back at it. Okay, so I'm going to get a little more comfortable here. As you can see behind me, this is the Canton Tower. I have an incredible room, and I've been having an incredible time here at this hotel for the last few hours. It's just an overnight trip. This whole trip here at the Ritz-Carlton has been a birthday gift. So today is my birthday. So happy birthday to me. And it's been an incredible gift. Everyone knows I'm a hotel fan, and they all know that the Ritz-Carlton is my favorite hotel brand. For many reasons. I'll be doing a video about this hotel coming out on my vlog channel very soon. And of course, I'm going to give it an incredible rating. And I'll be writing it up on my blog as well, my webpage. But it is my birthday, and again, I'm not paying for it because this place is freaking expensive. I can't afford a place like this. But my friends here at the hotel, and I have a few, have hooked me up. I got to tell you, this has been an incredible day. It's about 9:30 at night here in Guangzhou. But check this out. I came back from, I went to dinner. I had some Mexican food at Bandidos, which is in Zhujiang, Newtown, the best Mexican food in China. I had the house special, the enchiladas. So I am stuffed to the gills. But I came back, and then I went for a swim, and then they brought me a birthday cake. Look at that. This is giant. I'm not going to be able to eat this whole thing. This is really big. This is happy birthday on a chocolate, my favorite. But that's not all they brought me. Check this out. What else did they bring me here? Hold on one second. All right. They brought me, I guess it's a tiger. You know, with a little Chinese outfit on it. This is my birthday present from my friends here at the Ritz-Carlton. Pretty cool. Not bad. You know, I don't mind. You know, I'm not too old for this shit, right? In addition, they also got me, look at this. This is pretty cool. This is a custom key card from the Ritz-Carlton Guangzhou. It has my name branded on it, and that is very, very cool. And then in addition to that, like, I've been going around the hotel all day filming, talking to people, meeting people, and you know, the people here are so friendly. It's one of the reasons why the Ritz-Carlton is so incredible, right? And I came back, and with all of this, they also gave me a birthday card. And all the people who have written on this birthday card, I don't remember all of them, but like Jenny at the front desk, Dennis, Daniel, the F&B manager, you know, the general manager, they all signed it. Happy birthday, Paul. Amazing. You don't get this at any other hotel. This is why the Ritz-Carlton is a very special place for me. So, and for the morning, check this out. This is my breakfast plate in the morning. I'm going to munch on this before I go to bed tonight, but look at that. I mean, I didn't ask for any of this. Not to mention this incredible room with an incredible view. Ritz-Carlton is 5-star, first class all the way. I highly recommend it. Now, truth be told, and this is true, and some of you may know this, I used to work for Ritz-Carlton. A long, long time ago, I started, I've been working in hotels my whole life. I started when I was 14 or 15 years old. I had a minor work permit, excuse me. Wet my whistle. And I was at the Marriott Suites in Costa Mesa. And I didn't have a car, so it's true. My mother drove me to work every day. This was a freshman in high school, you know, to work in the restaurant as a restaurant host. That's how I began my hotel career. And I've done other jobs. I've been a bellman. I've been a doorman. I've been a valet. I've been security. I've been front desk. I've been a bartender. And when I was at the Ritz-Carlton, this was when I was in grad school. This is the Ritz-Carlton Laguna Niguel, California. One of the most beautiful properties you'll ever see. I think the minimum amount people paid to stay there was, $500, $600 a night, something like that. It's insane price. And that doesn't include the resort fees and the parking and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I was the night MOD there, working out of the security office. And so what I would do was I would go to school during the day as I was in grad school. And then at night I would go to work. I'd show up at work about 10 o'clock at night. That's when all the weddings and everything were starting to die down and people were getting a little drunk. And my job was to kind of, end the night, get all the drunk people from skinny dipping in the pool, kicking the teenagers out of the spa, the guys that were surfing down on the breaks. And by about 1 or 2 a.m., everything finally closed down. The bar closed down. It got quiet. And so I went to work and I did some paperwork. And then after a few hours, about 5 a.m. before, 4 or 5 a.m. before anyone actually woke up to use the gym and start breakfast and anyone else showed up, I basically had the whole place to myself. It was like me, a front desk agent, and a housekeeper. And that was it. And we had a run of the property. It was like 400 or 500. I don't remember how many rooms it was. It was over 400 rooms. It was a big hotel. And most of the time I would just do my study. I would just read my books and do my papers and stuff for the next day for school. So that is my history with Ritz-Carlton. I worked for them for a few years before I moved on to the Island Hotel in Newport Beach. But the Ritz-Carlton has always had a special place in my heart for many, many reasons. It was a very interesting time of my life. And every time I've gone back to the Ritz-Carlton, they treat me like I'm still one of the family. So Ritz-Carlton has a giant CRM system. So when you're in their system, your profile follows you everywhere you go throughout the world. And so they know your preferences, they know your history, and they know that I used to be a night MOD at the Ritz-Carlton Laguna Niguel. So every Ritz-Carlton I walk into, it's good to see you again and welcome back to the family. And they treat me wonderfully here. So again, this is a birthday present, tonight's stay. Normally it would cost $150 to $200 a night to stay here at the lowest room. The room that I'm in now is about a $300 a night room, and it's a gift, a very nice gift from a very wonderful friend. And that person doesn't want me to talk about it, but I want to thank that person for this lovely evening here in Guangzhou. And then my friends at the Ritz-Carlton packed it all. They really, really did it well. So thank you all for joining me. I haven't been posting vlogs because I haven't been traveling. I haven't been going anywhere, doing anything. I've been around my city. I have been focusing on my other channel a little bit, trying to build up the viewership of that one, which is doing very well, by the way. Rojo Reads the News just hit 100 subscribers after 6 weeks. I remember it took me months to get that on Walkabout Rojo. So Rojo Reads the News is doing very well. And if I look at the analytics of Rojo Reads the News, the retention rate is very, very high. People are enjoying it. And I hope that if you haven't already, to go over to Rojo Reads the News and subscribe. And it's a daily upload. Tonight's upload it's scheduled for in the next 20 minutes. I think it's another one on the Hainan Free Trade Port, and how that's going to affect international shopping, as everything that happens in Hong Kong and Macau, the Chinese are no longer going to these places for high-end shopping. So Hainan and Sanya especially are looking to take over that shopping market. And so that's what the news is going to be about today. So let's see what's out there. Stephen Lee says, happy birthday, Rojo. Thank you very much. I am 41 today. 41. I feel 61. My body is not, I'm not 25 anymore. Everyone says, oh, you're so young. Yeah, I know. I got a long way to go, but Man, everyone's right. The older you get, you really feel it. You really do feel it. This time last year, I was in Yellowstone National Park. No, yeah. And I was camping in Yellowstone National Park. I had a big beard. I rented a Jeep. And I was all alone, and I absolutely loved it. I loved camping with a campfire and seeing the wilderness and going for hikes. It was a wonderful way to spend my 40th birthday. And a few days later, I did go back home and see my parents, and we celebrated on our own. But this year's a little different because I'm not allowed to go home. I'm not even allowed to travel. The universities have been, there have been some rules coming down for the universities from the central government. And many university teachers are being voluntold, I guess, to stay in their cities. So I know this happened in Changsha. Many of the university teachers there, both foreign and local, have been told that they cannot leave the city. If they do, then the university will not take responsibility if they get hurt or sick. So this is the Chinese government's way of trying to ensure that everything is going to be as safe as possible from when the students do come back in September. So I got about 2 months. Forgive me, I want a bite of this cake. Hold on a second here. I have to try it. It's sitting here. It's melting a little bit. I have to try it. Oh, that is sweet. It's like a chocolate mousse cake. And I'm mixing it with some Qingdao beer. Okay, so as far as my university goes, I am the only one at the university living there. You know, tonight obviously I'm in Guangzhou, which is only about an hour and 20-minute drive from, door to door from my house to Zhujiang New Town where I'm at. Only about an hour and 20-minute drive, not too bad. And the construction continues to just go crazy. It starts at about 7:30 in the morning, and man, it just it wakes me up every morning. So I'm not sleeping in any day. This is 7 days a week. This is happening, which is fine. I understand why they're doing it. It's good. It's taking shape a little bit. It's still kind of putting in the concrete pillars, and then they're going to start building. They're going to start going vertical. I saw some materials being dropped off recently, but it's closed for the summer. So when I came home the other night, I came home kind of late, at about late 11 o'clock, and the gate was closed. And I said, how do I get in? Security was like, nope, can't come in. It's too late. I said, I live here. You got to let me in. Where am I going to go? I don't want to go stay in a hotel. I want to go home. It's right up the hill. So after talking with him convincingly, he let me go. The next morning, I tried to leave to go get some coffee, and they wouldn't let me out. I said, what the hell? Did they close the campus? And they said, no, you can't leave. Can't go out. And it's because they've closed the campus completely. I'm the only one living there right now. There are no students. There are no teachers. There's no faculty. It's just me and the cats again, like it was back in the virus time. And they've closed all the gates and barricaded everything, just like it was during the campus lockdown. However, nobody told me that this was happening. It's as if they forgot that I was living at the campus. So I called some people and got a hold of some directors, and they said, oh, yeah, you have to apply to live on the college campus for the summer. Everyone, all teachers do. If you want to live on the campus, you have to apply. I'm like, well, I'm the only one here. How do I apply? And they said, oh, we've applied for you. Don't worry. But the upper part of the campus where all of the dormitories are, where the apartments are, where I live, that's the fitness, running track, all that. All of that is completely shut off, even though that's where I live. So the only way I can get back into my apartment is I have to go to the small main gate, which is basically the construction gate. That's where the construction workers and the trucks go in and out. And then I can kind of weave my way in and park at the near the administrative office. And then I have to walk up the hill and all the way to my apartment. So it's no longer parking right at my apartment. So I am allowed access in and out. But they have closed down a lot of things, and it's going to be that way for the next 2 months. So that's the update for me. Construction noise. The water goes out in my apartment every now and then. There was a water main break. They've been fixing it. This is due to the construction going on. The power has been on. The Wi-Fi is absolutely terrible, but it always has been. Sometimes the internet goes out for a few hours. I haven't had any issues with the electricity, though. And since they tossed the dorms, most of the doors that were banging in the wind and everything, those have all been locked up and closed up. So they actually, when they tossed the dorms and threw out all the bedding and all the leftover stuff from the students, they also took out all the furniture, all the beds, all the desks, all the chairs that were provided by the university. They took all that out and trashed it. So the dorms are completely bare right now. And I assume before the next term, they will be replacing that. They've been doing an awful lot of updates to the university. So across the main road is a bunch of factories. Now, these factories are owned by the universities. They're the practical training portion of the university. So there's a lot of machinery, high-end machinery in there, factory-type machinery for the students to go and get some practical training on. Those buildings have just old and kind of gnarly, broken windows, and so they've been redoing it all, the facades, and putting in new windows and putting this red brick facade with a white trim. It looks very, very classy, and that is what they're going to do to all the buildings in my university. And I don't know if they're going to do it to my building. My building's really old. It's one of the oldest buildings there, but it's a theme that they're going to be doing for the new construction. It's going to be red brick with some ivy, very, very classy stuff. I'm really excited about it. So I'll show some of that in a future vlog. So anyways, let's see what else is out there. Zach is out there. Yo, thanks, dude. Thanks you for the happy birthday wish. Everyone having birthday. Very nice gesture by your friends. Happy birthday, mate. Thanks, Moss. I appreciate it. And Moss, thank you for all the comments that you leave on my Rojo Reads the News channel. They're long, they're concise, they're very intelligent, and I do appreciate that's what that channel is all about, is to open a conversation between all the people who watch it, and you are a really big contributor to it, so thank you for that. Okay, anything else going on with me? No, that's about it. Yeah, I got some new tires for my car. Woohoo! Yeah. It's been hot as hell. No rain lately. No rain in Guangdong, at least this part of Guangdong. But Western China is still getting hit pretty nasty. There's a couple of trips I'm thinking of taking in the near future that were out that way that I'm having second thoughts about, just because the infrastructure's just been devastated out there, and I don't think it would be good for me to go. I think I'd just get in the way. So I'd probably just hang out around here. Oh, I got some good things to share with you with regards to the news. But say hi, say some questions. I know it's early in America. I started this pretty early. Mike, good to see you. It's late for you, Mike. I know that. So I thank you for joining me. Most of the time, you've got to call it a night and get to go crash. And I know it's a Monday night for you, dude. Let's go to the news. Part of me really kind of wanted to whoop. Does that work? No, that's my studio. That's not correct. Close that down. Let's see if I can figure this out. So I want to open up a window capture. That's the one I want. Okay, we'll move this over here. OBS system's pretty good, I think. We'll move that down here. Okay. And okay, we'll play with it. Put it a little here. Again, thank you to my friends here at the Ritz-Carlton. You guys have been so awesome, as you always are. The Ritz-Carlton is the gold standard of hotel. I know it's more expensive, and a lot of people will say, well, it's not, it's kind of old and stuff. Yeah, and a lot of the properties are old, but they're well maintained. But that's not why you go to a hotel. At the end of the day, a hotel is just four walls and a bed. what stands it out is not just the service quality, but the attention to detail, and it's the little things. And I'll go into that when I do my video review of this place. Okay, so it's a little shameless self-promotion for me. This is my webpage, walkaboutrojo.com. If you haven't, go ahead and check it out. I haven't posted here in a while. I have my Rojo Rules for Leadership coming soon, as well as the full review of this hotel coming up very, very soon, which will be a long review, but a detailed one. Yes, Mike, it's my birthday. Thanks, man. Been waiting since last week for your WeChat request. I'm still patient. We were supposed to hook up, weren't we, Zach? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I totally freaking spaced. Remind me at the end before you leave to do that, okay? I'll try and hook it up. I'm losing it in my old age. Hold on, let me have another piece of cake. There we go. I'm not a bar guy. I do enjoy a quiet bar, like not that kind of. You know what I know what you mean, brother. You're a funny guy. I'm not a bar guy. I'm kind of a quiet bar guy. I like a cocktail bar. Just get some whiskey on the rocks, quiet, dark teak wood, candlelit settings kind of deal. Maybe some pool, some darts. I don't like the loud, crazy neon lights and super, super smoky atmosphere. It's not really my thing. So a lot of people wanted to go out this weekend, and I was like, I did go out for a drink with some friends on Saturday night. Just one beer kind of thing. But, it was at the Hilton in Zhongshan on the top floor bar, which is an awesome bar. And not expensive either. Won't break the bank. But other than that, this is, for me, a great way to spend my birthday. It's quiet. It's peaceful. I do a live stream with you guys for a little while, and then I will probably watch a movie and go to bed after I drink one more beer and eat this chocolate cake. That sounds... I guess I'm old, man. I noticed the last time I went to that bar, friend's bar, the music was just too damn loud. It was actually giving me a headache. And I got there early and played some pool and was having a good time and eating some finger foods, and it was great. And then as soon as everyone started crowding in, the music started and the lights went down, I said to myself, this is too much. It's too loud. Turn the music down. I've become an old man. And I just went, okay, everyone, later. Staying out late is just not my thing anymore. Maybe it's because of the construction every morning. All right. Let's do this. Okay, shameless self-promotion. Here's my webpage. Please go to check it out. On this, you can contact me, and you can see what kind of tools I use. In addition, here is my other channel, Rojo Reads the News. As you can see, I hit 100 subscribers. Woohoo! 6 weeks in, 100 subscribers. And I got to tell you, those 100 subscribers are pretty active. Most of the people who watch these little news clips are great. Moss, you're one of them. Thank you so much for commenting and leaving such concise comments. It's really great. There's a regular viewership, people that comment regularly, and it's great to have that kind of support for such a new channel. But I'm also looking for feedback to improve the channel in any way. That's what a new channel is all about. My latest stories here, heartwarming stories from China. These are the types of things I really love to show. Dr. Stab for not curing impotence. I have another reason that I talked about why I posted this video. And if you watch it, you'll realize it. Everyone's been talking about this one with the sexy ladies on it. This one, it's the highest viewed video on the channel. There's a reason why this photo's on there, okay? And I told all my friends, this is one of the first videos I posted on this channel, and I told all my friends, I'm going to put a thumbnail of sexy ladies, on this video just to see what would happen And it's purely clickbait, obviously. And of course, I think 85% of the viewers who watch these videos are male. So people click on this one. And it's actually a really good story. It's about, Thailand sex workers moving online because of the pandemic and how the nightlife is closed, and how people, because the sex industry in Thailand is a lot of money, a lot of people are involved in that. How are they making a living during these times? It's a really interesting story, but only 15% viewer retention, which is the lowest viewer retention of any video I've ever made ever in my life. So it was a really interesting experiment. And I told all my friends I was going to do it. And I said, look, you watch what will happen. And that's what happened. You should watch the video, though. It's actually a really good video. But, of course, here I talk about ESL industry news, what's happened with Wall Street English, Disney English closing its doors. I actually met, again, another Disney English employee just tonight at dinner. She was an American who just sat in the table right next to me, and we ordered the same dish. And I said, hey, where are you from? So we started up a conversation. She was let go from Disney English just a few weeks ago and is now currently looking for a job. So we got to talking about Disney English and what's going on there. China news, obviously a lot of China news. Entertainment news, I hope to do more of that. Business news and travel news. A lot of travel news lately. So that's what's going on with that. So do they give EBJs? No. Steve, you're going to Thailand. When are you going to Thailand, man? Let me know. Thailand is starting to open up for some travelers now during these travel bubbles, and it's something I've actually gone into on this channel. A couple more shameless self-promotion. If you want to support me on Patreon, here you go. I have 3 Patreons, total of $16 per month. Thank you so much to these 3 guys. You know who you are. I really appreciate your support. It's a wonderful gesture for anyone who supports any creator through this means. It just shows you are, because we don't make any money from these YouTube channels, obviously, especially small creators. But you supporting artists, then that's kind of what this is. This is a creative outlet for me. So you supporting creativity and original vloggers is wonderful, and I hope more of you can support me. This money goes right back into my channel. I don't use this money to stay in hotels. Well, I guess I do sometimes, but not tonight, obviously. But I don't go get drunk on this money. I don't chase women with this money. This money goes right back into the channel in the form of gas for my car. Most of it goes towards coffee. Drinking coffee at the coffee shop while I edit my videos and write my blogs. And if you want to do that, you can support me here on Buy Me a Coffee. You can buy me a cup of coffee. It's through PayPal, and you're welcome. There's links for it down below. I appreciate everyone who's bought me a coffee. I had one great guy. I think he was from Australia. I can't remember where you're from, dude. He bought me 3 cups of coffee at once, and that was so great. It's just so wonderful to wake up and see, here's some coffee for you, Paul. And sure enough, I opened that up and I used that money to buy myself a cup of coffee while I edit these videos, because they take an awful lot of time. So I spend more. I can't work from my apartment because of all the construction, so I actually work mostly from the coffee shop. Okay, enough shameless self-promotion. Thank you all for supporting me. Thank you all for watching me. I do appreciate that. Let's get into the news, shall we? Hold on, let me move this. China's still in lockdown. Yes, China is still in lockdown. I cannot leave. If I leave, I cannot come back. No one can come in. However, they are talking about certain PSB cities are talking about opening up travel bubbles for foreigners. And they're nothing concrete. They're just talking about it. How are they going to do it? The fall term is opening up soon. A lot of the teachers that left and have been gone for the spring still need to come back for the fall. So they are looking at finding ways to get teachers and other professionals who work in China to get back into the country, opening up those travel bubbles. And yes, that includes from America too. So keep an eye on the news. I think over the next couple of months, even with everything going on in America, I think that there will be some kind of avenue developed to get certain people back. There's going to be a lot of testing, a lot of isolation, a lot of quarantines. a lot of paperwork. It's not going to be easy to do it. You're going to have to apply for all new visas. But I see it happening. I hope it will happen. If not, I think it'll be another year or so, maybe 6 months to a year before they start opening up China to just regular tourists. It'll be a very, very long time. But keep an eye on the news. Things change all the time. We'll see what happens. These travel bubbles that have been opening up between countries have been very, very promising. And they're not 100% perfect either. They always catch people at the airport who are infected, and they quarantine everybody. Then they test everyone on the flights. They turn flights around if they have positive tests. So it's still not that easy. And a flight out of China, say if I wanted to go Guangzhou to Australia, Guangzhou to Los Angeles, is about 30,000 RMB. So it's a couple thousand US dollars to get out of China, if you can get a flight, because the flights are also, they're doing social distancing on these flights, and there's only a couple per week. So it's very rare to try and get out of China. And again, if you get out of China, you ain't coming back unless you're part of this travel bubble. So keep an eye on that. I think it's a promising thing. It's showing that it's working, that they're stopping the infected people from coming, yet they are allowing people who are not sick to come in, and China's actually been pretty safe. There was that outbreak in Beijing. They clamped down on that. It seems to be okay. They're focusing more on the floods. They got the bubonic plague happening in the north. They're focusing on that. They're trying to keep this new pneumonia that they think is COVID-19 in Kazakhstan out of Xinjiang and Western China. So they're on top of it. They're on the ball. They're watching it. Developments happen all the time. You never know. There might be an avenue that comes up. So that's good news. Don't think you can get good-looking girls for $16. Maybe in Thailand. We had this conversation today. A friend of mine and I. They said, "Why would you pay for a girl?" And I said, "Well, yeah, why would you? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. To disingenuous female energy doesn't make any sense, especially if you're paying for it." Oh, that's good beer. I sat in the hot tub down in the swimming pool. I went for a little swim, sat in the hot tub for about 20 minutes, and so I feel a little dehydrated. The beer's not going to help me, but it does feel refreshing. Twat W says hi. Hello, Twat. Okay. Guangzhou tech firm rolls out free autonomous taxi ride service. This comes from Guangdong.com. China recently issued its first permits to test fully autonomous vehicles on open urban roads to WeRide, a smart mobility startup headquartered in Guangzhou. They actually have these already in Guangzhou. I've seen them. They're not free. They're discounted. They're cheaper than a regular taxi, but they basically there's a guy sitting in the passenger seat, and you get in, and then the car drives off, and he's got his hands above the wheel, ready to take the wheel just in case. So he just holds his hands right there just in case he needs to. And it's a pilot program that they're doing. So, but this is fully autonomous, means no one needs to be sitting in the driver's seat. This is also the world's second remote control permit. So you can see this is what it looks like. Wow. That's just trippy. This is the future, guy. I really think this is going to happen. It's going to happen very, very quickly, and it's going to happen in China first, I think. Especially here in southern China, Guangzhou, Shenzhen. This is where I know they're doing it in Hangzhou as well. Maybe Shanghai too. The permit is granted by the Guangzhou Authority, and it allows fully autonomous vehicles tested in a limited area of the city's designated testing fields for intelligent connected vehicles. I don't know where that is. It's probably down by the universities. According to WeRide, the vehicles to run the fully autonomous tests are all equipped with the 5G remote control function, which allows operators to control remotely whenever the vehicle runs into unusual circumstances, such as temporary roadblock. The company's operators have finished more than 1,000 hours training to provide reliable safety guarantees. I wonder, does that mean that there's somebody like in an office somewhere with a computer screen watching, and then they can take over the car like a video game? Is that what that means? That would be cool, right? In addition, WeRide rolled out its autonomous taxi service, Robotaxi, to the public back in November 2019. I think that's the one they were talking about. Yeah, this is it. The area covers more than 144 square kilometers in the center of Huangpu in Guangzhou Development District. Currently, there are over 200 pickup drop-off spots. Thus far, there have been no accidents reported at all. But for the time being, there is a technical crew in every robotaxi to guarantee safety. So this is it. This is the one I remember seeing. Are those the small pod cars? No, they're not. These are just, I think they're just regular BYD Toyota Corolla type cars, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Google has the small ones. Are they operating in where you are, Jamaica? You're in Shanghai, right? I think they have something like this in Shanghai. I couldn't remember if it was Google or Baidu that was doing it, but I have seen stories all around China about this kind of thing. But this is the first one where there's actually nobody in the car. See? They always have somebody like in the car ready to grab the wheel, but this one has nobody. I don't know what kind of car that is. I can't tell. Okay. Users can access WeRide Robotaxi service through WeRide Go application or AMAP application, one of the most widely used ride-hailing apps in China. Service is available from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day and will be free of charge until July 23rd. Yay! Hangzhou. Okay. I also noticed that there was a story came out. A friend of mine sent it. It was all in Chinese, but in my city of Zhongshan, they have been collecting all of the shared e-bikes, just because there's so many of them and they're just taking up all the space. So the city's been collecting them. I don't know if they're gonna ban them, but according to the new e-bike rules, you have to wear a helmet on these bikes, and obviously nobody's wearing a helmet on these shared e-bikes. So there were a lot of tickets issued over the last couple of weeks, a lot of angry residents over the last couple of weeks. They've sold a lot of new e-bikes over the last couple of weeks, but now they've kind of cut back on the enforcement. Where I live, there's no enforcement, so it's just business as usual. You see family of fives riding around on e-bikes. But the shared bikes, which are much better than the old OFO, shared bikes that people just threw everywhere, because it was just mounds of shared bikes everywhere in all the major cities. That has seemed to go away with these new e-bikes. People are parking them a little bit better. They seem to be a little bit more, a little bit more neat with them. But they still kind of, some intersections kind of, people leave them in the street. They kind of block the walkways. And so the city's been going around and picking them all up. So that is something to keep an eye on. Those shared e-bikes, I have never used the shared e-bikes. I can't get it to sync with my WeChat. I've sent them the deposits. I've registered. And every time I try to scan the QR code to try and ride one, there's like an error message that comes up. Nobody wants me to ride the shared e-bikes. I don't understand why. So they're incredibly convenient. I would love to be able to do that, to go to a city. And, I like to walk around the cities, obviously, but it would be great to just hop on an e-bike and go around the city a little bit. You can go a lot further. Okay, Guangdong to enter hottest period on Thursday. So they call this the dog days, right? The hottest days of the year in China are called Sanfu, 20th to the 20 to 29 days after summer solstice. According to the Chinese solar term, Sanfu usually appears between minor heat and end of heat, divided into 3 phases: Tofu, Zhongfu, and Mofu. Interesting. This is the first time I've seen this. Sanfu days are 10 days longer than average years. The first phase of Sanfu will be between July 16th and July 25th. The second phase will start July 26th. So it's hot. It's really hot. It's typically about 35 degrees Celsius every day here in southern Guangdong. And we're supposed to get scattered showers. Occasionally a little thunderstorm will roll through, but for the most part, it's not that bad. Do you mean those Alipay e-bikes? Yeah, Alipay is one of them. There's a couple of companies out there with these e-bikes. This is something, forgive me, Fernando and Ziv from Here Magazine in Dongguan. This is something exciting. They sent it to me. We've got a party coming up here, the pool party, celebrating Here Magazine's 15th anniversary. It's on September 5th at the Tangla Dongguan Hotel. If you don't know this hotel, it's an incredible hotel. I'll be doing a video on it. I'll be going to this pool party on September 5th, and it's going to be incredible. This hotel is in the center of a forest park surrounded by mountains in the heart of the city, and it has one of the most amazing circular pools you'll ever see. It's incredible. I've never stayed there. This will be my first time staying there, and I can't wait to go. But as you can see, it's summertime. We're going to party the night away. Be on the lookout for that. September 5th, we're going to have fun. If you are in China and you are in Guangdong in the Pearl River Delta, get your tickets now. You can get them for 25 RMB now, and I think they're 100 RMB at the gate. So quite a discount, and there'll be some hotel packages available to you as well. So great for the kids if you have children, and at night they'll be drinking, and there will be some live entertainment. So check that out. Now, it is hot, so we want to drink, or we want to go swimming, right? Where are the best swimming pools in Guangzhou? Well, the one I'm at now is quite nice, the Ritz-Carlton. It's not big, but it's very expensive. I mean, it's the price for the day use of the pool here. You can stay at a 5-star hotel down the street. That's just to use the swimming pool. So, and it really is not that worth it if you're just coming here for the day use, unless you're loaded, right? But here are some. Temperatures are sweltering in Guangzhou these days. A refreshing escape is in the order. If you're looking for us this summer, you'll find us poolside. Cocktail may or may not be in hand in one of these amazing destinations in our fair city. So the first one is the Conrad in Guangzhou. This is another tower hotel with an indoor swimming pool. It's actually on the other side of the mall. The Conrad is very nice. It's fairly new. But when you look at this list, you'll see that many of these indoor pools are all the same. They all look the same. Many of these tower hotels that are all the rage now throughout, not just China, but throughout Asia, they're starting to look very bland. And they're still very nice, but there's nothing to separate one from another, other than some minor design cues. They're starting to all look alike, and it's coming to the point now that when you go or you want to stay in a hotel, 4-star, 5-star hotel, it's going to be a tower hotel in a mixed use tower, and it's going to have one of these indoor pools, restaurant, sky bar, the works. So there's very little differentiation in these hotels. Again, I think it all comes down to the execution of the service, the quality and the uniqueness of the restaurant, and the amenities that are provided in the hotel itself. Zach says, good night. Happy birthday. Thanks, brother. Have a good night. Shooting 2 videos tomorrow. A busy week ahead. Okay, there it is, man. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I'll hook it up at the end of this, dude. So have a good night, Zach. Thanks so much. Let's do a live stream sometime. Located on the hotel's 6th floor, the heated indoor 25-meter swimming pool is open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. alongside 2 outdoor jacuzzis. Now that, there's no picture of it, but 2 outdoor jacuzzis. You don't find jacuzzis in China very much. You have hot springs, but you have to go to like a hot springs resort for that. There are many hotels that have a separate pool, but it's like a waiting pool for children. But an actual jacuzzi that you can sit your bones in at a tower hotel, that's very rare. The hotel here, the Ritz, has one. It's not very hot, but it's still rather nice. I like a nice hot jacuzzi. This one has 2 outdoor ones, so that one might be worthy of a visit. See, all the pools close at 9 p.m. right now. So the day use 443 RMB. Oh my God. You can get Oh yeah, all of these gyms and pools at hotels, you can get like monthly and annual memberships to come, but they are insanely expensive. I mean, you're much better off going to a regular gym. Okay, the Four Seasons Hotel, which is right next door. It's in the International Finance Building, one of the tallest buildings. This one has a very unique look. It's kind of got this infinity drop off. so it feels like you're swimming in the clouds. I kind of dig it. It's not very big. It's pretty small. Take a little hard to tell you're taking a dip in the Four Seasons. The Four Seasons area is very nice. It's a very nice hotel. I hope to stay there one day, but I don't have a lot of money. Okay. This one, $600 or 600 RMB for a day pass. Hold on. I want another piece of chocolate cake. Yar. Okay. Bob, has anyone here got the humanitarian stay visa yet? For those whose residence permit tourist visa expire before leaving and starting a new job. Bob, I don't know. I have heard of the humanitarian stay visa. I saw something in the news about that. I don't know anyone who's gotten it or anyone who's applied for it or what the provisions are. That's a very good question. As far as the residence permit, I got my residence permit renewed just fine. Tourist visas, there are extensions, but the extensions for work visas and tourist visas are very expensive. I think a friend of mine paid 1,000 RMB for it, for just like one, I think it was like a 60-day extension. I don't remember how long, 30, 60, or 90-day extension, but it was like 1,000 RMB for it. And you got to do that every time. And you have to do it in the city for where it was originally issued. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Billy. Happy birthday, or thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's go back to the swimming pools. The Grand Hyatt Guangzhou, which is also just right over here. This is an older property, but it's kind of in Zhejiang Newtown. There's a central area. Kind of flanks both sides of the tower. The tower behind me is on the other side of the river, and then there's a giant plaza with a shopping mall underneath, and you have these giant towers that flank both sides of it. The Grand Hyatt is part of that, but it's actually inside the plaza itself, so it's got a very unique position. The location is one of a kind. It's a double tower building with a walkway that connects them. It is rather old, and the rooms are a little older, but Hyatt does a very good job. I think that their hotels are a little, as far as they're pastel colored. They're not very exciting. They're kind of boring in that sense, but they are good quality, and the staff is very good at the Hyatt. So I do like the Hyatt. And this pool looks very, very tiny, but it does have one of those jacuzzis. This right here is a little jacuzzi hot tub. But the problem, I like indoor pools because I can get burned so easily if it's outdoor. But indoor pools tend to give me a headache because all the chlorine is trapped and there's not a lot of airflow. So to me, if you're going to want to cool off in the summertime, an indoor pool, and it's not the greatest. But it's on the top floor. Let's do, this one is 380 RMB per visit, so much cheaper. What is that, like $50? Minimum purchase of 20 visits, though. There you go. Yeah. Again, there's many other swimming pools and gyms that are much cheaper. If you go to the hotel swimming pools, you're going to pay a lot. Langham Place. I almost came here 2 weeks ago to the Langham. It's over by where the Canton Fair is, on the other side of the river, down the way a little bit. It's a very, very striking building. The architecture there is incredible. I want to go do a video of this place really, really bad. It's right next to the Shangri-La, which is another hotel that I really want to go visit. And the Langham is starting to age. It's been around, even though it's a beautiful building, some of the facilities need to be updated. This is what I've been told. So I want to go see it now before it gets too old. So how much is that one? That's $350 for a day pass. 50% off for one-time purchase of 30-day pass. Okay, interesting. The Mandarin Oriental in Guangzhou is an outdoor pool. Mandarin Oriental hotels, I've never stayed at one, but they're generally rated pretty high. The one in Las Vegas, I think, is rated as like the top hotel, one of the top hotels in all of Las Vegas. So, thank you for all the birthday wishes, guys. Arturo, Jake, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sharing part of my birthday with all of you. Look at this view. I can't not share this with with all of you guys. You know? Plus, I'm at a hotel, so my connection is really good. So I gotta do a live stream. Right? So the Mandarin Oriental Guangzhou emits a certain elegance, and it should come as no surprise that the sophistication extends to the hotel's 25-meter temperature-controlled outdoor pool. So this one's 380 RMB for a day pass. Very good. The Park Hyatt. I don't know where the Park Hyatt is. It's a very expensive. It's $250 a night to stay at the Park Hyatt, but I don't know very much about it. Again, the Hyatts. The Grand Hyatt, which we did. This is the Park Hyatt. Has a massage pool on the 63rd floor. That's high. I'm on the 32nd floor right now. This hotel is 38 floors total, I think, right there. 600 RMB. So that's an expensive pool. This is where I'm at, the Ritz-Carlton. And this is the hot tub I was telling you about. Very nice. Good, strong bubble, jets. I kind of have a sore lower back after my workout this afternoon. So it was great to just have that hit me. Everything closes at 9 p.m., which is fine. But night swimming, there's like a little lap pool here. Very, very cool. Open. It's outdoor, and it's surrounded by giant towers. It's quite a great place. Of course, the staff here is amazing. The towels are super soft. Unlimited bottled water, lemon water, you name it. And the gym is very nice, too. I had a great workout this afternoon. So, okay, let's hope I'm back. Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let's go back to this real quick. This is where I'm at, the Ritz-Carlton. This is where I enjoyed a little night swim tonight. It'll be in my video. 424 RMB. Again, if I lose connection with you guys, don't worry, it comes back. It's one of those things about streaming in China. As soon as I said it, the connection is really bad. Boom, the connection went off. The Shangri-La Hotel is right next to the Langham over by the Canton Fair area. Look at this. This is like a lagoon. It's an older property. It's not new. But this looks like a very inviting place to hang out for an afternoon. Swimmers a choice of indoor and outdoor swimming pools. I've been told the indoor swimming pool has been kind of I saw a comment that it was closed. May or may not be open. I don't know. It does have the hydraulic impact massage pool, which is awesome. 1,000 square meter outdoor pool is surrounded by 5,800 square meters of lush gardens. So tropical place to hang out. Let's see. Only 200 RMB. 400 RMB for adults. Okay. The Sheraton Guangzhou Hotel is an outdoor pool. This is an older property. It's over by the Grandview Mall. It's an okay property. I have been there. It's nice. It's worth a visit. It really is. But I wouldn't stay there again. There's better places to stay. But it is nice. If you like Sheraton, you like the Sheraton beds, which are incredible. It's worthy of a trip. 366 RMB for that one. The Sofitel, I really want to go to this hotel. The Sofitel here is supposed to, and it's a great value. For less than $100, I can stay at the Sofitel. And this swimming pool, everyone raves about. It's just got this kind of groovy, kind of sexy environment. It's an indoor pool, obviously, but the Sofitel itself is supposed to be kind of a sexy, kind of nightlife-y, hotel here in Zhujiang Newtown. It's not on the plaza. It's a couple blocks off, but an incredible hotel all lit up at night when you drive by. I'm looking for it. The rooms look very nice, too. So I might stay here very, very soon. 240 RMB for a day pass. Not bad. The W, which is 2 blocks north of me, is one of the newest hotels in Guangzhou. It is beautiful. It's very, very modern, very, very hip. The W is known for being a young, hip, but luxurious brand. And this one over here is no different. It's incredible design. Very interesting designed. It's not traditional at all. It's very, very modern, but also high quality. I have stayed at W's in the past and had a great time at the W's. Again, they're young, they're hip. The service is what you get. It's not Ritz-Carlton standards, but it is still really, really good. This one, soak up the city's energy in the sun at Wet, the W Guangzhou's indoor heated pool. Yeah, the W, you'll see a lot more like sexy ladies out here at the W pools. At night, they tend to be more of a nightlife scene. This one I don't know. I've never been to this one, but I know the one in Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard when I lived there was like a nightclub at night. I think it was called Dre's or something. It was like the place to go and be at night. It was an awesome place to have fun. I lived just a couple blocks because I lived right on Hollywood Boulevard. I lived just a couple blocks there when I lived there. So lots of fun. 380 RMB for that one. The White Swan Hotel's on Xiaolan Island. It's kind of an 80s style hotel, but it has so much history in such a short amount of time. And if you like Xiaolan Island, being in the city but being separated from the city, this is the place to go. It's still not cheap. Look at this, But and it's kind of got an old 80s feel to it. Now, they have updated it a lot, but it's still kind of an old 80s feel. If that is your thing, if you want that nostalgia of the 80s, which is a thing, by the way, 80s style has a place in the market, in the hospitality market. I've seen it a few times in some international hotels, and it's a trip. It's really kind of cool to go experience it. But if that's not your thing, then White Swan isn't where you want to go. But there is a ton of incredible history that have taken place over the last 30, 40 years in this hotel. This one is new to me, the Shijiao swimming pool, indoor and outdoor. It's justified making the trip to Sanya for some sand and water time. Never fear, Guangzhou's Shijiao swimming pool, better known around town as the beach pool, offers you a chance to kick back in one of their numerous patio chairs on an artificial beach. It's one of our favorite spots in the city to crush a couple of wobbly pops. Outside food and drink are allowed in. Oh, that's cool. While catching a sunburn, just like you would at a normal beach. In addition to the artificial beach, guests to the facility can enjoy a fitness pool. I'm assuming that's a lap pool. Competition pool is probably the lap pool. I wonder what fitness pool is. I got to go here. Check it out. A newly opened indoor swimming area, which allegedly doubles as a scuba training mermaid encounter pool. All right, I can dig it. Let's see. This is 60 RMB, which is less than $10 for the indoor day pass, and 40 RMB for the outdoor pass. So 100 RMB go indoor, outdoor, I guess. I wonder if the 60 RMB gets you to both. I don't know. But this looks very, very cool. This is in Liwan district. Okay. So that might be worthy of a visit for an afternoon, right? What do you think? I can go there and I want to know what the difference between a competition pool and a fitness pool is. If you guys know, let me know. Let's see. Mike says, I miss Starbucks coffee there too, mate. I've been addicted to Starbucks. Obviously, I still drink Starbucks, but I drink Pacific Coffee because that's my coffee shop of choice. If you eat at Starbucks every day, it's going to go crazy. We've got a W in New York, too. Jamaican Fuck is the W in New York, kind of got that party kind of nightlife atmosphere. It's super sexy. There's another hotel chain called Thompson Hotels. If you don't know Thompson Hotels, they're a chain of boutique hotels. It's one owner. He's got them all over America, and he's got a couple other places internationally. These hotels, I went and interviewed at this hotel to be, I think, a front office manager or something. It was years and years ago, and I didn't get the job. I actually got a job at a different place in town, but I remember during the interview, I had like 3 or 4 interviews, and the third one, they basically admitted to me that what they sell is sex. That hotel it's a nightclub style hotel. It's not like a brothel. It's not kind of thing like that. It's a very high-end boutique hotel, but it's all dark inside. There's nooks and crannies. There's live music in the hallways. There's drinks everywhere, and when you go there, there's like a nightclub experience. Very interesting, very sexy hotel theme. Check it out, Thompson Hotels. They're high class hotels, but each one is unique in experience, and they're very sexy, and that's one of the things that they're known for. I don't mind a sexy hotel. Okay, just let's see. There's one more on here. The Senyuenju restaurant and pool outdoor. It looks okay. Yeah, a lot of pools have these kiddie slides now. I see that a lot. Okay. Mountains around Guangzhou offer cool summer getaways. I'm getting tired, guys, so there's a couple of these that I will be going to soon. Let's see. Lipian Mountain Baiyun District. This is in Guangzhou. I do have a trip planned, like an overnight trip to go check this out. Let's see what else we have here. This is Nankun Mountain in Huizhou. Nankun, there's like 4 or 5 forest parks all surrounding area with lots of hot springs resorts. And it's about, I don't know, an hour. It's north of Huizhou and east of Guangzhou. And it's an area that I'm going to have to go to again and again and again. I think that this is going to be a place where I'm going to go for a 2 or 3 day stay, and then I'm going to have to go back for another 2 or 3 days because of all the different forest parks and all the different things to see here and all the amazing resorts. I'm very excited. This is just one of them. Lianshan County in Qingyuan. I have been to Qingyuan many times. I haven't been to this part of town, but there is a mountain, I think, Dashu Mountain that I'm looking to go visit. Okay. Teacher wears jipiao to distress students during grueling exams. Good for him. Yeah. This Gaokao thing just ended. The Zhongshan and the Gaokao just ended. And it was very stressful for these poor students who went through all that time over the last couple of months trying to learn online and then coming back to school and just having all this knowledge hammered into them for the last 2 months basically, and then to go take the Gaokao. It was not an easy time for these students. They really, really worked hard. So they're all kind of letting off steam right now, and they deservingly so. Lots of video games being played. Here's the Gaokao. 30 absolutely insane questions from Chinese Gaokao. These are essay questions, I believe. Test takers are usually given 2 types of essays, big and micro. Answers are graded by an evaluator. Okay, so let's take a look at one of these. A father is cutting articles out of a newspaper while his child embraces him and says, "I'm willing to accompany you just like this." This is insane, and Edison wrote of the bizarre questions. Can somebody please tell me what these 2 topics are supposed to mean? So here, relationships. Okay. During your time in high school, there must be something you cannot forget, be it a heated argument with your classmate or the inspiration from others. Some agency has carried out a research on the relationships between classmates in school. The results shows that 60% of students find the relationships consist, while 36% of them consider it okay, and 4% thinks the relationship is unsatisfied. The reason of the intense relationship can be over self-awareness, personality clashes, or competition. Another 72% of the students are quite confident about creating a harmonious atmosphere. Choose your own angle and style to write an article with the given material. Do not digress from the material. I'm an English teacher, and that one would make me go, I'm not sure. I mean, I could probably do it, but at first glance, it's like I got to reread some of that, I think. Okay. Here, number 2. Check this out. That was from 2003 National Gaokao. How would Thomas Edison react to the mobile phone? Material composition. The conversation between 2 scientists. How would Thomas Alva Edison react to the mobile phone if he came to the 21st century? No less than 800 words. Choose your own title. That one's kind of cool, actually. I think I would enjoy writing about that. That's interesting. He'd probably think it was witchcraft. Can you imagine somebody from back then taking a look at an iPhone and all the things that we can do with it? They'd probably think we're, magicians and witchcraft. Hold on one sec. Oh, okay. A couple more and then I'll let you go. It's been a long one tonight. Donation. Write a composition on donation. A person. Number 1 doesn't make much sense to me. It doesn't make much sense to me either, Billy. There's many English phrases in there. I think some of the nouns are mistaken. Yeah. A person became a billionaire from scratch. He was generous and has devoted himself to charity. He then knew that there were 3 poor families that lived very hard lives. He felt sympathy for the families and decided to donate for them. One family was very grateful and accepted his donation. Another family hesitated, but accepted at last and declared that it would pay him back. The last family thanked him for his generosity, but declined it as they thought it was an ALM. I don't know. Ooh, George Bernard Shaw. Here's a good one. Some men see things as they are and say, "Why? I dream things that never were, and say, "Why not?" That's George Bernard Shaw. Write an essay of how you think of the words of Bernard Shaw. The essay should be within 800 words. An 800-word essay on this quote from George Bernard Shaw. That's a good one. That would challenge me, definitely. To get 800 words out of that would challenge me. Okay, the more important thing. People are always busy doing things that they think are important, but it seems there is always something more important in the world. Write an essay on your opinion on the topic. That one would be easy. I think that one would be pretty easy to do. Live a balanced life. Okay. Sand and Pearl. A young man was depressed as his career stagnated. He met an old man by the seashore. The old man grabbed a handful of sands and threw them on the seashore, and then asked him, "Can you find them?" The young man said no. The old man then threw the pearl on the seashore and asked him the same question again. The young man said yes. Then he had an epiphany. One should be something different before he got recognition. Maybe it's because I've had some chocolate cake and I'm drinking beer that these are not registering with me. All right, Mike. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for joining me. I know it's late for you, dude. I'm going to get off here in a little bit too, guys. So let's do one more. This is from the Hubei Gaokao. The subtle philosophy of the round and square. The containers for milk are always square boxes. Containers for mineral water are always round bottles. Round wine bottles are usually placed in square boxes. Write a composition on the subtle philosophy of the round and square. What? Oh my God. Maybe am I just too old and too lazy to actually think about this stuff right now? Yeah, I feel like I should put all this in a pipe and smoke it. I was just listening to a podcast talking about how close we are to nuclear war without ever thinking about it much. Is that your answer to number 5? You're going to write an essay about nuclear war from number 5? Okay, these are interesting, actually. They're not bad. Micro essays. Choose one question to answer in 150 words or less. Okay. Review a Chinese classic. Write a poem on circle. Okay. Comment on uncivilized behavior in Beijing. That would be an interesting one. Heroes and passion. Write an essay on either of the topics in no fewer than 700 words. Here are the topics. There are numerous heroes in Chinese history who set examples. Please write an essay with the title, "If I Were Given a Chance to Spend a Day with My Hero." Select a hero and imagine spending a day with him or her. That's a great one. I actually do that with my students right now. Drink bottled water. For what object you have a passion deep in the soul? For what object you have a passion deep in the soul? You can choose a plant, an animal, or a utensil to write about. What? 700 words. 700 words, write an essay. Glamour. Write an essay on the following. Who do you think is the most glamorous person? A biotechnologist who led his company in international research, an ordinary welder who gained international fame through his work, or a photographer complimented widely for a series of photos. That's a good one. That's not so bad. Okay, one more. Social outcry. After a girl failed to dissuade her father from making phone calls while driving on the highway, she called the police. The police came and educated her father. A huge social outcry followed. Please write a letter based on the given information to the daughter, the father, or the police officer in no fewer than 800 words. So this is some of the topics for the Gaokao. Pretty cool, actually. Some of them are a little I would struggle with, I think. But most of them, if I had to write an essay, I think I would enjoy writing an essay on these topics. Okay, guys, I am tired. It is late. So I think I'm going to get ready to get off now. If you have any extra questions before I leave, go ahead and add it. I will be doing I haven't been doing video vlogs lately because I haven't been traveling. But over the next few weeks, I've got many little day trips planned, hiking trips. I've been planning them. They're in my bag. I have notebooks full of notes and things that I've got to go see and do all throughout Guangdong. And I'm very, very excited for that. I have been told to stay in Guangdong, basically. So my trip to Changzhou is in jeopardy. I might not be able to go there. Changzhou is like mini Zhongshan in Hunan, so I might not be able to go to that one. We'll see. I'm still waiting on confirmation on that. But there are many of those forest parks that are east of Guangzhou, north of Huizhou, that I really, really want to go check out, as well as a new place that I just learned about tonight in... I can't remember the name of it. It's between Qingyuan and Shaoguan, north of here. There's some river hiking to do up there. So, Yingda, I can't remember. So, more to come on that. They are coming, guys. Thank you for your patience. Again, Rojo reads the news. I have been building I've been putting a lot of work into that and building it's a daily upgrade, so a daily upload. So I've been building a backlog of those so that I can just let it run for a while. And occasionally I come in and put a couple more in there. So that is just about completed for the next month. And now I can focus back on Walkabout Rojo and some of the hiking and some of the things I want to do, including coming up soon, actually, is the Hard Rock Hotel in Shenzhen. I can't wait to go visit this place. It's going to be an excellent stay. It's a wonderful looking hotel. Hard Rock hotels are a lot of fun. And also what used to be the largest hotel in mainland China, there's a couple of hotels in Zhangjiajie and Beijing that have eclipsed it now, but it's down in Zhuhai. I will be staying at that. It's for kids, but I'm still going to go and have fun because I'm a kid at heart. But other than that, thank you all for joining me on my birthday. I'm going to finish. Well, I'm not going to finish it, but I'm going to try and have a couple more bites of this chocolate cake. I have my tiger gift here from the hotel. He'll be staying at the desk tonight. But I'm going to finish. I have one more beer to finish and a couple of emails to write before I go. So thank you all very much for joining me tonight. Bye-bye, everybody.